truck. I just want y'all to see something. Look over here. See how these are supposed to have products on it that's supposed to come to you. This is the rail. This is one of the biggest rails in United States, a rail yard. And this is where the trains are supposed to drop these trailers off at the rail yard every day, and we are the truckers that supply you guys with all of your medical supplies, all of your food supplies, water, and such. There's nothing being moved right now. It's just empty. And this is December, so literally this place usually is packed at the end of the year with product, and it's not right now. You know, they have, and that's the train tracks over there, so that's the stuff that's coming off the track, but that's about it. This is equivalent to just coming home and there's no furniture on the whole floor of your house. Something's not right, and the media is not talking about this, that you guys are not getting products anymore, that there's nothing being moved in this country anymore, that we're running out of medical supplies, running out of food and water. I don't know. I'm not trying to be a conspiracist. I'm not a conspiracist. I'm just reporting from the front lines of the truth. Something is going on and they're not talking about it.
Hey, Shalom, Akim, Shalom. First thing and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings and salutation to the hopeful elect. Those in this gospel, bro, I live up the standard of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. As you were seeing, it says something is coming down the pipe. Food and medical shortages. This was a video that was uploaded by the beloved brother here, Jeff. Just kind of piggybacking on that, I was looking at some things over the weekend about medical supply shortages and how amoxicillin, I think Dabu 7 mentioned something about it, how these particular antibodies like amoxicillin and penicillin and different types of antibodies was pretty much limited supply. Okay, because amoxicillin is like a powerful chemically enhanced drug that kills damn near everything, sinus infections, toothaches, whatever, it kills everything. And Esau, that's one of the most #1 prescribed antibodies in America. Okay, the amoxicillin, which treats several different infections. By that being a shortage, one of the most common drug in America, a lot of people, man, that get prescriptions filled, they're not going to have any particular remedies because they deal with this whole chemically enhanced medication instead of holistic medicine, which holistic medicine deals with your herbs and so forth like that. So the holistic medicine is what you really want to deal with, because you're dealing with these institutions and stuff like that. It's not good for the body. It may give you a instant gratifying feeling, but overall, course of time, you're gonna be pretty fucked up. Which we've all dealt with this chemically enhanced shit, because sometimes you just can't avoid it. But on top of that, food shortages, which we've been speaking about, which they're really not hitting at. They're trying to elude it. But you can quite frankly go to the store and you can see that it's been a supply issue. I remember when I was at Walmart last week getting some things, and I hate Walmart. I was looking for some last minute water or something. And you pretty much had empty shelves in there, man. And that's common all across the country now, because supply shortages, you see. And the fact that this guy, he reports on it, trucking industry, these guys will give you first dibs on what the hell is going on in the economy. You see what I'm saying? Because, hey, through the spirit and power, how about you, how shy? Hey, America's getting ready to come to an end, man. Okay? Now, we can't put a time frame on when the Lord is going to return, but nonetheless, the signs are there, they're prevalent, and we've been speaking on these things. And honestly, I can't wait, because I'm tired of being in this fucking place, man. I'm ready to get the kingdom. I'm about had it. I've about had it with these fucking people. I've had it with these jobs. I've had it with just people in general, to the point I just can't tolerate people at this point. So trying our best to stay tranquil, staying in the spirit. But it's folly all around you. But nonetheless, these prophecies is what keep us going. Okay? Because overall, we know that the Most High is going to deliver on what we speak about. Okay? So supply chain issues. Everybody is in frenzy because it's Christmas season, but you got shortages. You got Walmart, man, they laid off thousands of employees on CEO status. Amazon clipped 10,000 people. You got goods that's being transferred back to these particular distribution center, and they're losing millions and billions of dollars on a hand. So it's not looking too good for your Christmas season. But see, another thing that they try to do to you people is that they brought the gas prices down. Like here in Missouri, Kansas City, gas is like $2.89 a gallon, I think, or something like that, or $2.90 something, which is going to shoot back up eventually. But see, the people here, they're completely complacent, they're proud, and they really believe they're in good case. That's why when the Most High fuck up this city in particular, it's going to be something drastic, man, because the people here, don't shit happen here. You know, the economy here is not too bad. I mean, the real estate market is stable for the most part, though you have inflation, but it's still a buyer's market, and you can sell product if you play your cards right. But when this collapse hit here in the Midwest, when it does a sweep, like we go into the Bessemer of destruction, which BSEM goes into a sweeping agent or a sweeping compound, you people, you're gonna be in dire straits, man. Okay, you ain't gonna be able to go to your local Target or your local Walmart or your local Whole Foods store or your Price Chopper Hy-Vees and get your readily accessible groceries, man, because the Most High has put a perverse spirit in the midst of Babylon, which is America. Okay, so without further delay, man, it was kind of a busy day. Didn't have a chance to get a sit down there, but this is the book of 2nd Esdras 8, and I'm gonna start at verses 1. It says, and he answered me saying, the Most High has made this world for many, but for the world for few to come. Okay, and you got to understand that this place, it deals with the majority. Like a lot of people here, they're prospering. They have what they call a gratifying life. Okay, they have careers, they have particular fortitudes and so forth that get them from point A to point B, not even realizing they're in good case. I mean, in bad case. Okay, because majority of the world in this aspect, they have a job, they have a home, okay, they have a cell phone, they have what you call disposable income through credit card debt, okay, which that's a whole nother topic. But regardless of that, man, this world was made for many because you have the prosperity of the other nations and our people that's on bottom, okay? And it says, but the world for few to come, okay? And that's the point. The kingdom of heaven, that's the world to come, and that's only for the righteous elect, okay? Because we're going to get everything that who you ignorantly call Christ, which his name is Yahushua in the Hebrew. We're going to get everything that he's inherited. And that's why the Lord said that, hey, I'll go there and I'll prepare a place for you, man, and that we may be joint heirs with Hamashiach. Because being a joint heir with somebody, meaning you're a joint ruler. So Yahushua has inherited glory in the world. But we're going to inherit glory in the world right along with our Lord and Savior, man. But you heathens, you 2/3, you're not going to have the world to come, okay? Because you're going to have to learn through death by pain. Now, I will say the 2/3 of our people, when you are reborn into the kingdom of heaven, you will have a prosperous and a wealthy life, but it's not going to be nowhere near the elect of Israel, okay? Because technically you 2/3 jakes that get disposed of on this side for your wickedness and negating the message of the prophets, you're going to come back just as an ordinary citizen in a kingdom of Israel. Now, you're going to have accolades, you're going to have access to things, you're going to have benefits, you know, you're going to have pretty much, you're going to be good, you're going to be well off. But nonetheless, you're not going to have the type of benefits that we're going to get, Lord's where we're chosen. And I can see why. Because you niggas, you done sold yourselves out, man. Okay, you just sold out the Lord, you just sold out the prophets, and you sold out yourselves ultimately. So the Most High has nothing good for you but death. And the only reason why you're going to get the kingdom by default is because the promises that the Most High promised to Abraham. Same with us all. Okay, because the election is done through grace and mercy, man. And it's chosen, it's predestined. Okay. And it says, and I will tell thee a similitude, which a similitude is comparison, something of different matter of the same matter, so to speak. Like a similitude can be Daniel the 2nd chapter, but also going to Daniel the 7th chapter when you go into the particular beast and then you go into the statues. That's a similitude. Okay, it's two of the same events being described, but using different forms of allegorical text. That's a similitude there. You see? And it says here, and it should say unto thee that it giveth much mode whereof earthen vessels are made, but little dust that gold cometh of, even so the course of this present world, man. Okay, because like I just broke down in the first verse, the kingdom of heaven is going to be for the elect of Israel. Okay, so it says, so there be many created, but few shall be saved. Okay, and we're coming into the time that the Most High is getting ready to bring mass judgment on the nation of Israel, the 2/3 of our people, the sellouts of our people. Okay, you guys, you Israelite groups that's compromised, because a lot of you groups out there, man, you're not You're not on board with the gospel of the Lord, man. And I know of one group in particular that has been in the headlines as of recent. Okay, and we believe and know that they've been compromised, man. Okay, with these slanderous tactics and trying to set up a kingdom in Esau's kingdom, going to the small hats asking for $5 million grants or whatever to build schools and hospitals. The fuck you want to build a hospital for when you got hospitals all around Babylon? Okay, and it ain't like you're going to deal with the holistic medicine. You're not going to deal with that. Okay, you're going to deal the same thing with Esau's witchcraft. Okay, because you guys, man, you lack patience. Scriptures say, woe to them that lose it patient, man. All right, going down to verse 50, it says, for many great misery should be done to them that in the latter times I should dwell in the world, because they have walked with great pride. Okay, because your pride, your entitlement. Okay, you really feel that you're given or that you're owed some type of gratuity here. You know, like when the food shortages commence and the trucks stop and the cities get shut down, you people are going to lose your mindset because of your entitlement. Okay, you're going to feel that, well, I'm owed this privilege, I'm American. But what about those people in Tibet? What about those third world country jakes and so forth? What about over there in Thailand? What about in parts of India? Those heathens down there. Okay, even though they're a bunch of heathens, but hey, don't they have the same right to say, well, look, we've entitled. They work for their money too, but you're living in a more comfortable type society. So who are you to say, oh, well, I earned, I deserve this? No, you people deserve mass death, man. And you're going to get that. That's why it says here, but understand thou for thyself and seek out glory for such as be like thee, man. Okay, because we're looking for men in like-minded. That's why when you go in the book of Jeremiah, it tells you that go and find men that execute judgment such as thyself, roughly paraphrasing. You see what I'm saying? That's the point. Okay, finding men of like-minded that sign and crying, because honestly speaking, shit, man, that's all we do is sigh and cry for the hell that's been put on our people. You wake up in the morning, we're basically taking a beating for Israel. Okay, because Jake ain't really signing and crying like that, though they're in deplorable states. But regardless of that, we're basically the backbone of the nation of Israel, man. And we're taking the abuse, the beating, and the jabs to the face because they don't understand their fucking condition. You know what I'm saying? Jake think they're in good condition, and clearly they're not. That's why it ain't up to them, because if it was up to these niggas, we wouldn't get up out of here. We'd still be here in fucking Babylon, man. That's why 2/3 of them got to be put to death, man. Okay? And rightfully so. All right? And it says here, for unto you paradise is open, and the tree of life is planted, and the time to come is prepared. Plenteousness is made ready, a city is builded, and rest is allowed. Yea, perfect goodness and wisdom. All right? Which is going to come in the kingdom of heaven. But we got to go through this hell and this dark period of tribulation first, man. All right? We start real quick. 2nd Esdras, the 6th chapter, start at verses 22. It says, and when suddenly should the sown places appear unsown, and the full storehouses suddenly be found empty. So like right now I'm outside. You have a Royal Massage, Lynn Nation, Little Caesars, H&R Block. You got a Subway, Wing Garden, a Wing Stop, and a Target, and a T-Mobile. This is what is called, what they call box stores, okay? Supply stores. All right, the sewn places, because when you think of something sewn, you think of something that's sewn together, put together. Okay, and that's these new stores. Like back in the day, you had your probably single box stores like JCPenney's, Ventures, Marshall Fields, and stuff like that. But now you have several stores on one front. That's what it's called, sewn together. But eventually these things are going to close. And it says, suddenly should the sown places appear unsown, and the full storehouses should suddenly be found empty. It says suddenly because when you suddenly do something, that's instant, or just like out the blue. Okay? And it says, and when the trumpet should give a sound, which every man hear it. How do you hear it? Through the prophets, and first and foremost, through these videos and news reporting. And when you actually see these things come to fruition, because nobody's really in our holiday spirit. And the holiday spirit you're seeing people engage in is really a facade, because they're trying to hold on to the somewhat memory of nostalgia back from 2019 and prior to that. You know, partying like it's the year 2000 when you couldn't tell people a goddamn thing, you know. And it says, and at that time shall friends fight against one another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein, and the springs shall stand still, and the trees in 3 hours they should not run. Why? Because ultimately there's going to be a mass shutdown, okay, through these supply chain halts, and it's going to be done systematically, okay, because, hey, you know, this is the Lord's program, you see? So this is the book of 2nd Esdras 16, and I'm going to start at verses 31, it says, even so in those days there should be 3 or 4 left by them that should search their houses with the sword, and the earth should be laid waste, and the fields there shall wax old, and our ways and all our paths shall grow full of thorns, because no man should travel there through. And the virgins should mourn, having no bridegrooms, and the women should mourn, having no husbands, because your adulterous nigga Jake is going to be put to death. They're going to be drafted through the wars, and they're going to be put to death in the streets by these martial law troops. They showed a video the other day, forgot what city it was, but basically they was getting ready to do a raid on a Jake with one of those robotic dogs from Boston Dynamics, man. They had the dog out there with them. And that dog ain't gonna say freeze, put your hand up. It's gonna put you down on sight. Okay? And it says, and their daughters should mourn, having no helpers. And in the wars should their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands perish of famine. Okay? Because famine is coming. You see? One more precept here, and then I gotta shut it down. This is the book of Job. I think it's Job 20. Shit. Job. I think it's 18. Yeah, right here, bro. Priest.
Oh, fantastic.
Yep. Appreciate it.
No problem, man. Have a good one.
You too now. And Slakia. Go to the book of Job, 5th chapter. This is book of Job 5, and I'm going to start at verses 22. It says, at destruction and famine thou shalt laugh. Okay? It says we're going to laugh when we're in the time of famine. Okay? We're going to laugh. All right? Because we're going to be fed. And that's the spirit, man. The guy just bought me my food, too. We're talking about a food footage. But it says, in famine thou shalt laugh. And neither should thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth, because when famine and the cities get raided, hey, that's going to bring about the beasts of the field, okay? And they're going to be in league with these other spirits out here, man, all right? And they're going to be in league with the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. And it says, for thou should be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field should be at peace with thee, and thou shalt know that thy tabernacle should be in peace, and thou shalt visitation, thy habitation shall not sin. All right, but anyway, I'm gonna just end it there. I just wanted to report on this, giving all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. And with that, Shalom and the Bible Ball. Shalom.